giving the best that you can, for winning and losing and saying, good on ya! It's all in the game. All in the game. It's all in the game. All in the game. It's all in the name of football. Football. Football.
Should have your video camera. I hope you got a hat, though, Bob. I hope you got a hat. That reflects you, the bloody... You're rolling. I'm allowed to say that. How's that? You just got us on air. Welcome to the 1995 Great Southern Football League Grand Final, wherever you may be sitting watching this replay in next year, 20 years, 100 years. Victor Harbor have come. We try to get favourites. They've played very good football during the year, but Goole will also come here with a very, very good chance. But they're out there, and unfortunately, when you're hot favourites, anything can happen. Today's going to be one of those days. The highlights today will be Ross Gibbs at full forward for Victor Harbor. He's kicked 148 goals so far this year. He needs 2 for his 150. Gibbs, like so many games this year, will be playing against the crowd as much as against his opponent. It's a very, very unfortunate thing down here that the spectators here in the Great Southern League have deemed to put shit on him, and unfortunately Gibbsy reacts to that because he enjoys it, and that only stirs the supporters up a little bit more. If they just let him go play football, you'd never get a cleaner football in the game, and just let him play the game, there'd be no problems. There'd be no other big matchups in this game. I think maybe Alan and Sid in ruck could be one, but Sid had quite a few missing games this year through a bad elbow injury, and while we were ruckman short, the Victor runners were still able to get the ball away. So here we go. We're going to start the game. I don't know the umpires' names or where they're from, but it doesn't really matter. Goolwa, good tap backwards, but it goes straight to Basham. Basham gets the ball out, but he's taken high, and he'll take the ball just wide of the centre, looks around, goes wide, and finds Burton. Burton with space, makes space, gives it to Jamie Brown. Jamie gets himself into trouble, but then increases his angle, comes back again inboard, gets caught, gets the ball out, only as far as Carpenter. Carpenter's under a lot of pressure, gets it out, and the umpire's pinged him holding the ball. Never retarded, but he pinged him. Here we go, Jackson. Kicked out with a wide wing. It's marked by Gore out there. They go forward. Big, long left foot kick. It's a beautiful kick too. And the umpire's picked out a free kick to Gore. Interference off the ball. Gore going to what I tend to believe could be about a very slight breeze advantage, kicking to the northern end, which is most unusual here at Gore. Slightly uphill at the bay. Thanks, Roxy. They come in. I think it's Young Wall. Drives into the full forward area. Big pack up and a free kick for Victor. Amazing, that one. Peter Reid now to bring the ball out. Looks up the top side. Goes short to, he picks up the ball and goes right out of the wing. Nobody's out there. Trevor Ray picks it up, but Lamb onto him quickly and pushes the ball out. I think the player before was Levy, I think, who received that pass from Reid. Right, we're on the forward flank for Goolwa. The ball's tapped down and brilliantly fed out by Burton. Goes to Mulhern. Mulloon kicks it long. The pack goes up there over the back. Nobody's there. Gould pick it, mop it up and go wide. Find the player there. He goes for the big handball. Now Gould they're in the box seat here. As Irvin gets it, he ducks around and weaves and kicks the ball into the goal square where the ball, Shane Davis nearly had it, but it's touched and through for 1 minor score, and Gould hit the front. I just hope I don't have to say that very often today.
2.5 minutes.
Thanks, Roxy. 2.5 minutes gone. Very nervous minutes. Ian Croshaw bring the ball back in for Victor. Had a pretty funny sort of year, in and out with injury. Goes short and goes straight to, I think that's a big fella in Allen. Allen drives the ball back in long. That's a great kick. It's in the square. Edwards and Simons. Simons takes a mark. He outbodied Scotty Edwards there. Edwards. Sorry about that. Simons tried to improve his angle. The umpire is going to bring him right around. He should have no trouble with this. I think you'll get quite a bit of a roar from the crowd here if this one go through. The whole association's down here scenting or hoping for a Gould victory. Simons kicks it high. Through it goes. Not a problem. 1 goal, 1 Gould. Victor Harbour yet to get off the mark. Back in the middle. Victor have got to start getting the ball out here. Some of their best players haven't been sighted yet. That's a good tap out by Gould. It's gone down a centre forward. Gould players all run over it. Searle got a little toe poke out. Irvin's got it. He swung around, but he's allowed to get it out. Victor player thrown off the ball and it's stuck on the mill. Gould were a better start to the game this year than they did last year. They tried to come out and hit Victor and hit him hard, and they come unstuck with it. Today they seem settled on just playing good, honest football. Umpire pulls a free kick out of nothing. And Gould will take the kick. I think it's Jackson. Jackson boots it into centre forward. It's long. Victor player interfered with and will take the kid. Grant leaving. Should use the ball. Should go to the top side. In he comes. Out he goes to the top side. It's a good kick, but it holds up into the breeze. That breeze is there. Irvin jumps in front and takes a good mark. Jamie Brown a little bit late on it. Make sure as he doesn't play on. Irvin kicks the ball in long again. You can see the difference in distance. Seidel gets up there, pulls it down to the front. Mark Davis, ever alert, picks it up. But his quick snap goes out of bounds on the full, right in front of that big Gould cheer squad. Ian Croshaw again. Bring the ball back in. Goes long. This ball drops into the wind again. It's very hard to pick players out over there, but Gould have got another free kick. This time it's McKechnie. McKechnie should drive it into centre forward. The ball's up high. Coming in on the breeze. A big pack flyer. Simons from behind, but unable to get it. Falls for Shane Davis, who doesn't want to pick it up because it's right on the line there. It'll be a ball throw in. Forward pocket for Gould. It comes. We got McKechnie in the ruck. He puts it over the back. Nobody's there but Reid. Reid seeks the boundary line and finds it. Good work by Reid. Bit of experience showing there. It's a good opening by Gould. Ball's inside or in front. Gets it down. Leaving. Leaves, he brings it across the ground. It should bounce and run for Carpenter. Carpenter tried to hit it on. He's got control of it. Should give it over. He does. He finds Simon Weston. Weston back to Carpenter. Carpenter a little bit slow, but got retarded. Will take the kick. Plays it on to Weston, and the umpire says, no, hang on, but boys, you can't do that. Carpenter should use the ball. Good running footballer. Lacks a bit of leg speed. Kicks it long. Sits up. Basham tries. Comes down to Barnett in front. Barnett balks. Brings it around, throws out a bad handball, lands short. Goolwa again, big long handball out of attack. That's good attacking football by Goolwa. Around they come. Kick it in, but Seidel's there and should mark, and he does. Good work by Goolwa. Victor don't quite know what to do. Seidel going to give it to Slicky Ricky, but he didn't. It's a good kick by Seidel. Big packed sets. Ball comes down, bash him on the ground. And then Brown over the top. And it'll be a bounce. Yeah, very impressed with Goolwa the start of this game. Seeing they've learnt from last year, I think, and they're just going to play the game. Trevor Rowe there gets a tap down. 250 games with Central Districts. Now playing on the Great Southern. Lamb up quick, gives it to Reed. Reed very quickly throws out to Mulhern. The bounce is fickle. It comes back down again. Who's it? Mulhern's back in there again. He gets bustled off the ball. Then the ball's kicked forward. Sell comes out to meet it. Gets taken off it. Lamb picks it up. He's tackled and he'll be pinged holding the ball. The ball's got to come back. Gore very quick onto the ball. Playing very good football. Here we go now. Gilwood to bring the ball in. I think it's Davis with the ball. Number 6. He looks up. Out goes Wall into the pocket. The ball sits up. Simons runs at it and takes a great mark. Scotty Edwards is going to be in a bit of trouble here. If Simons is allowed to have a run at the ball like that. Simons. Good pocket there to kick goals from. Should be no problems. Simo, the Victor runner's out for his first visit. Interesting to see where he's going to go. Simons, I think he's pushed it. Yes, he has. 1 point only. Gould are going to do something here. I think they're going to have to make sure that they convert at most opportunities they get, especially easy ones like that. Crozier looks for Barnett. The ball's too big for Barnett. Simon Wesson over the back, but it falls down to Levy. Levy finds Rick Searle. Rick Searle delivers a beautifully way to pass to Carpenter, who the ball set up. Gore come over the back, and now they're running it out. The ball hits the ground, comes out to Mulhern. Mulhern back to Barnett. But it was too quick for him, and Barnett's going to receive a free kick, or is it Mulhern? Victor just seeming a little bit edgy at the moment. It could be a little bit of nervousness there. Mulhern looks up. Burton makes a dash into the pocket. He's ignored. He should go to the centre forward. He does. Puts the ball up into the breeze. It holds there. Players come from everywhere. Barry brings it down, and he's paid the mark. Bit suspect. Plays on quickly and finds Gibbs in the pocket. On the good side for Gibbs. Pretty natural kick for him here. He's a very good kick, but as we all know, you can't kick them all. Bit of a suspect mark there to Barry, but it's one that was paid. Gibbs in, follow through the ball beautifully. It turns back into the goals. There you go, 149 for the year. The crowd is very quiet because it was that man, Mr. Gibbs, that kicked it. He was a good acquisition, Ross Gibbs, this year. We got him from the Bays, not Glenelg. We got him from Encounter Bay. Encounter Bay did all the hard foot slog, and Victor Harbour got the benefit. Not a very good bounce. Allen comes in over the top, but it falls to Brown. Brown slips it out to Carpenter. Carpenter drives it long. Gibbs is wrestling off the ball. It comes back. It almost sat for Levy, but it ran past him. Gould will come out now. Get it through Rumbelow. He kicks it as he's bumped. It sits for the Gould player, but Simon Wesson over the top with very good spoil there. And Ford, who was badly hit by my Ponga player last week, seems to have recovered quite well. Interesting, the ruck. Seidel puts it down to Carpenter. Carpenter's bustled off it. Pick comes up to Mulhern. Mulhern gives it to Lamb.